Today marks the 60th anniversary of the Roseburg Blast, an explosion that devastated most of downtown in 1959. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Matt Templeman.
And I'm Jessica Babb, in for Renee McCullough. In our special report tonight, I had the chance to speak with first responders who were on the scene that night. They opened up to me and told me their daring and heroic stories and how they want others to remember that night 6 decades after the blast. Roseburg, a bustling city with a charming downtown. But looking at it now, you never know that Roseburg suffered a dark and deadly night.
It looked like a war zone.
Like a sonic boom.
The glass all over, just total destruction.
A single moment forever changing the city.
Everything just turned red, and then the explosion, and I could see it was like a mushroom cloud.
In the early morning of August 7th, 1959, a fire broke out at a downtown building supply store near the intersection of Oak and Pine Street. Lyle Westcott, a firefighter who responded that night, says the memories are burned into his mind.
Just another fire down at Garrison Building Supply. You know, had no idea that there was this truck parked down there that had all this danger on it.
That danger? A truck filled with 2 tons of dynamite and over 4 tons of ammonium nitrate, which is another explosive substance often found in fertilizer.
We didn't know it was a powder truck until it was too late.
The fire from the building raged on and eventually spread to the truck. The result? Catastrophic.
I thought a bomb had been dropped. Really, it was that bad.
The initial blast, rattled our house and windows, and then you could see the flames over the hill.
The explosion killed 14 and injured over 120 others. It leveled 8 blocks downtown, and hundreds of other buildings were damaged.
It scared the hell out of me when I woke up and everything was on fire and people laying all around there were dead and hurt and whatnot. And I was just at a blank, so to speak.
Sam Gosso, a sergeant with the Roseburg Police Department, was on patrol that night. He was helping fight the blaze when
somebody hollered about it being a powder truck.
In a split moment, he rushed to move his patrol car.
It went off and it moved it, me, car and all.
Amazingly, Gosso was able to jump back into action, blocking off traffic, doing what he could. Lyle Westcott, on the other hand,
I spent 29 days in the hospital.
Severely burned while fighting the structure fire, he was taken to the hospital moments before the blast.
We were on the old bridge and everything blew.
His life spared. How would you describe that smell?
It was like a rotting and burning. It was horrible. It was something I can't really describe.
It kind of smelled like death.
If you look around Roseburg now, 60 years later, everything's changed. All that's left of the tragedy is this stone marking where it happened. But for some who experienced it firsthand, they say the scars last far longer.
I get lumps in my throat talking about it.
And while his physical scars are visible for the world to see, it's the memories that still hurt.
I think the thing that sticks in my mind mostly is the 2 people that I really worked with that got killed. I think about them a lot. I would like my friends to be remembered as being damn good people.
I just wonder how I made it when some of those other people didn't.
A community left reeling.
It wasn't just the devastation of the land and all, it was the devastation of people as well.
The Dodges were just teens at the time of the blast. Their school destroyed. But all wasn't lost.
Something good comes out of everything.
There was a lot of construction. It revitalized that part of town.
While so much has changed 60 years later, some things never do. Gosso, still living in Roseburg, listens to the police scanner perched in his living room, taking him back to his time on the police force, a time he cherishes. Though the small reminders of that night scattered in his home, echoes of the past, he hopes never to relive.
I made it. I don't know how. Just lucky, I guess.
The man driving the truck that night carrying the dynamite and ammonium nitrate, George Rutherford, was making a delivery for Pacific Powder Company. While he didn't often do interviews, the Oregonian reported that he held the guilt of what happened that night the rest of his life until he eventually died in 1996. Many others I spoke with say the blast is something they will remember for the rest of their lives.
Oh boy, great story. Jessica, thank you so much. And if you are interested in learning more about the blast, you can take a self-guided walking tour through downtown Roseburg using your smartphone. Just visit roseburgblast.com.